Hi, welcome to video 1 of this 6-week core challenge. Each week we're going to break down a slightly different theme around the core. This week we're going to be breaking down stability of the core and adding complexity of movement, making sure that we're nice and strong here before we start to add those subsequent movements on. Over the next 6 weeks, each video will consist of a half hour of various different exercises. And the idea is that we repeat these exercises, once, twice, or 3 times a week, depending on your level of ability, strength, and conditioning to get the most from these videos. Over the next 6 weeks, we're going to build and develop the core to, by the end of it, help move through more challenging asanas. Today, we're going to start on our back, and we're going to be working with the breath. So we're going to start to train this lock, okay? So if you join me on my back now, if you join me on your back now, even. So we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to tuck the chin. Feet are going to be about hip distance, and it doesn't matter too much how far away they are. From here, we're going to take this nice big inhale into the belly, and then this big exhale as we breathe out, thinking about drawing the ribs down towards the pelvis. Another way to think about this is I'm going to place my thumbs on my last rib, and my little fingers on the bony points on the front of the hips. As I inhale, my thumb and my little finger spread. As I exhale, I start to draw the thumb and the little finger together. Today's video, we're going to go through a little bit more explanation so we understand the foundation of these exercises. And then video 2, we'll start to up this intensity. So this might seem a little slower than the other videos. We're going to inhale again. And then breathe out. Draw the ribs down. Pulling the thumbs down towards the pelvis. We inhale. The ribs flare. We exhale. We draw the ribs down. We're going to do this 3 more times. Full inhale. Full exhale. 2 more. One more. Full inhale into the belly. Full exhale, drawing down. And then relax off. Here, staying in the same position, we're coming to that deep out breath. We're starting to build this tense consolidation and tensity into the core. So here I'm going to take that full breath in. If you join me now, we inhale. And then we breathe out, drawing the ribs down. And as we do, we're going to start to tuck the chin and peel up off the floor just a little bit. I come back down. I inhale. I exhale. I'm going to push through my fingers and I'm going to peel off the floor into this small crunch. Inhale, I'm going to slowly lower down with control. Exhale, tuck the chin, push through the fingers, come into this crunch and hold position at the end. So we hold for a brief second before coming back down on the inhale. Exhale, push through the fingers, crunch. We'll go 3 more here. We're going to inhale. Exhale, control up, chin is tucked. 2 more. Inhale, control down. Exhale, push through the fingers, control up. And then gently come back down. We're going to move on to a slightly different exercise here, and then we're going to review this and come back, okay? The idea with this tuck method here is that we start to learn this bind of the core. Now I'm going to do the same, but with my head on the floor. I'm going to take a full inhale, a full exhale. I lock the core in place here. I can go for the chin tuck again, and I'm going to draw my left leg up, and I'm going to draw my right leg up, and we're going to hold here now. If this feels okay to you, and you're still managing to hold the core, we're going to take the knees either in line with the hips or just slightly beyond. We're going to hold here for a maximum of 30 seconds. And with any of these exercises, we can hold for as long as we're able. If it's 10 seconds, that's fine. I'm going to set 30 as a guide. To let you know, we've already done halfway. We've got 15 seconds to go. I'm still pushing through my fingers and holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, control the head down to the mat. Keeping the core locked in place, we're going to control the feet down. Now with all these exercises, as we move through, as we come into the exercise, we come in with the control, and as we come out with control as well. So we're controlling all the way through. We're going to move on to our sides here. Now for this exercise, we're going to have the elbow stacked underneath the shoulder. I can have my hip in line. My bottom knee is going to kick out, and my top leg is going to be straight. So we're in line from the straight leg all the way up through the body to this elbow. My top hand's going to come around my body, it comes through my belly button and holds on between my hips and my ribs. If you join me in this position now, we're going to take a full inhale. And then full exhale, we engage from the side of the core and we push this leg in to the floor and we come into this shape. And again, we're going to hold here. This time we're going to hold for 20 seconds. And we're thinking about driving the hips up towards the ceiling, and you should feel just underneath this top supporting hand, this core engaging. We have another 5 seconds to hold. Keep breathing through. And then gently control down. We're going to spin the other way. So we come into the opposite side. The setup's the same. We have the elbow stacked underneath the shoulder, bottom knee at 90 degrees, and the extended leg in line with the rest of the body. Top hand comes through, locks into the side between the hips and the ribs. We take a full inhale. On the exhale, we come up and we drive, and we're going to hold here 20 seconds. We keep trying to extend the hips up towards the ceiling by pressing this knee into the floor and engaging through this hand here. We have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to come down to the mat. We're going to carry on with this theme of rolling round. So we've started on our backs, we go to the side, and now we're going to go to the front. We're going to come to all fours here. I'm going to come into a cat-cow. The idea is, though, as we arch and then we engage, we're trying to find the point where the spine is neutral. So we're just going to breathe in and out. And then with this flared ribs here, I'm going to do exactly what we did on our backs. I'm going to breathe the ribs down towards the pelvis to feel this engagement of the core. Locking into position in this all fours position. So I don't want my shoulders overly arched. I want my back nice and neutral. I roll the shoulders down away from the ears. And we're going to hold here. So here we're using that core just to engage. I'm going to step my left hand in just slightly for some stability. I'm going to extend my right hand straight with the thumb up towards the ceiling. And then I'm going to lift through this arm. And then come back down. And we're going to rep this now 10 times. We lift up for 1. Make sure the core stays on the whole time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to change arms. We're just going to take a moment just to move through. You can come sideways. You can come through your cat-cow. We have the other arm to do though. So we're going to step the right hand in just a little bit to give us a little bit more stability. We extend those fingers straight. We're engaging and locking this core. Thumb comes up towards the ceiling, and we're going to lift up. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And again, we're going to shake off. We're going to go into a hold on our fronts now. We're going to come down to our elbows, and we're going to come into a plank type position with our elbows locked. I want my elbows to be stacked underneath my shoulders, or maybe slightly in to stop them flaring. Now, with the plank, I'm going to take my knees back beyond my hips, and I'm going to squeeze my glutes to drive me through into this shape. So I don't want my bum to be too high in the air. I'm trying to squeeze my hips down towards the mat, using my glutes and locking myself in with the core. If you come into this position now, we're going to hold here. We're going to go 30 seconds total. And we're focusing on breathing through, and on every exhale, drawing that belly button in closer towards the spine. We've already done halfway. Keep holding. Keep breathing. We're almost there. We've got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We drive ourselves backwards, and we gently come out. We're going to come back onto our backs. I'm going to start to move through a little quicker now, through the same exercises that we did. So, coming onto our backs, we're going to come into our crunches. So, we have our fingers straight, extended out over towards our toes. We breathe out and we come up into this crunch position, and then we control back down. It's going to be round 2. So let's start on our backs. Slight chin tuck. Scoot the shoulders underneath. Full inhale. Full exhale. We're going for 10 reps. Push through the fingers, locking in. Control down. We rep up for 9. Inhale, control down. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. We're almost there, guys. Last one. Big exhale, we drive up, hold, and then come down with control and rest out on the mat. We can do a little movement with the legs, release the tension in the neck if you find you have any. Okay, we're set up for the next exercise. So here, I come for this mild chin tuck. I can keep my head on the floor if my neck feels tight here. The idea is I'm locking in the core, and we're coming up to these hikes with the knee, and then back down. We can do them with the head on the floor. I'm going to also give you the option to do these here as well. So pick which progression you want, with the head down, chin tucked, or head up, chin tucked, pushing through the fingers. We come in, we're going to march through one side for 5, and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We go for 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Control the leg down. If your head's up, we gently control back down towards the floor. We move on to our side. We come into the same exercise. Bend the bottom knee to 90 degrees. Top leg extends straight. Elbow stacked underneath the shoulder. Top hand wraps around, grabs hold of the side. We prep with an inhale. We drive up on an exhale. We're trying to pull the core up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold here 20 seconds. Keep breathing through, keep driving up as far as we can. We're over halfway now. Keep holding. Got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Control yourself down. We're going to spin around. We're going to do the opposite side. Bottom knee 90 degrees, top leg straight. Make sure your elbow stacked underneath your shoulder. Top hand comes through the belly button, grips onto the side. We prep with the inhale. We drive up on the exhale, and we hold. Try to set the rhythm of your breath here. Keep breathing through. Make sure we're not holding the breath if you can. And we're over halfway now. Keep driving the elbow in. Keep lifting through the side of the core. 3, 2, 1. We come down. We're going to move into our planks. So we're going to skip this exercise here, and we're going to go straight into our plank, and then we're going to come back to that exercise to finish. So here, I'm going to take my knees, or scoop my knees back as far as I can. I then squeeze my glutes to drive me forwards. And I'm going to keep squeezing my glutes on as I draw my belly button in towards my spine. We're going to hold here from this point for 30 seconds. Drive the elbows into the floor from underneath the armpits. Keep squeezing the glutes on. Keep drawing that belly button in. We're halfway already. Try to keep the natural rhythm of your breath here. Guys, we've got 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive yourself backwards. Gently walk the hands back in. And we come up to this all-fours position. Knees stacked underneath the hips. We can have the toes tucked or pointed, whichever your preference here. Roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to extend that right arm straight. Locking in the core. And we lift and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That right hand comes down. We're going to go straight into the other side. Extend the fingers, extend the thumb. Roll the shoulder back on the supporting arm. Brace the core and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both hands down to the mat. We're coming back onto our back, guys. We've got enough time for one more round here. So we're going to come back in. Same as we did first round. I'm going to move through. We tuck the shoulders underneath. We tuck the chin. We take a full inhale. We breathe out. We're going to push through the fingers. We come up into this slight crunch and this hold in this top position. Control down. Big breath out. Push through the fingers. Drive towards the end of the mat. Inhale, control back down. Big breath out. Press for 3. And control. 4. 5. We have 5 reps to go now. Counting down, we have 5. Inhale, control down. 4. 3. 2. 1. We come up, we hold at the top for a brief moment. Before controlling back down, take the tension out of your neck by looking left and right. You can take the tension out of your hips by swiveling the knees left and right. We take a moment before we move into the next exercise. So same one again with the leg hikes. We got 2 options. We tuck the chin, we remain on the floor pushing through the fingers, and we draw the knees up. But bearing in mind, we're keeping that core tense as we do that. The second option is we tuck the chin, we scoot the shoulders, I push through the fingers, and I come up and we're set in this position. So take your position now, whether it's chin on the head on the floor, chin tucked, or head up, chin tucked, and we're going to go into our exercise here. We're going to go through 10 reps altogether. We hike the knee for 10, 9, 8. Keep pushing through those fingers, keep peeling off the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down and then control back down into place. Relax off. Again, any tension in the neck, just shake out. And then we're coming up. We're coming back onto our sides. Stack the elbow. Bottom knee 90 degrees. Extend the top leg. Top hand wraps around between the ribs and the pelvis. We prep with an inhale. We drive up with an exhale. And we hold a lock here. Keep breathing through. From this point, we got 15 seconds. Keep driving the hips up. Keep drawing the core in. 10 seconds left. Set the rhythm of your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and control down. Let's spin around to the other side. Elbow stacked, 90 degrees bottom leg, top leg extended straight. We grip hold of the side between the ribs and the pelvis. We take and prep with a full inhale. On a full exhale, we're going to drive up. Find stability with this elbow on the floor. Staying locked here, we've got 20 seconds. We actually have 10 seconds from this point now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently come down. We're going to spin over into our plank, into our elbow plank. I tuck my elbows underneath my shoulders. I'm going to scoot my knees back. And then my shoulders are going to be pulled back beyond my elbows, and I don't want them there. I want to squeeze my glutes through. So join me in this position now. We squeeze the glutes on, drawing the shoulders down the back and driving the hips towards the mat. Draw the belly button in towards the spine, and from this point, we're going to hold for another 25 seconds. Keep drawing the belly button in. Keep breathing through, and start to encourage this chin tuck here as well. Keep holding. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Drive through a little more for 3, 2, 1, and press back out of your plank. Stepping the hands back into our all fours position. Wrap that shoulder underneath. So we're taking that left shoulder and we're rolling it down towards the hip. Pressing through so I'm locked and strong here. I extend the right fingers, thumb up towards the ceiling. Core is braced and locked. And we lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes down. Roll and wrap that shoulder and press away from the floor. Find the strength underneath the armpit. Extend the thumb up. And we pull for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down. Take the big toes together. Take the knees out wide. Creep the hands forwards. And then allow the hips to come down towards the heels. We move left and we move right. Just gently easing off the hips and the core.
Pulling ourselves back up. Allow the knees to come in line with the hips. Gently creep the hands forward, arch in the back. We come in towards our puppy pose. Just allow the core to relax here. Nice deep breaths in. Nice long exhales. Feel free to take slight pulses in this movement, just up and down. And then gently coming back up. And that is the end of our first episode. So, thank you for joining me today. Over the next 6 weeks or over the next 6 videos, what we'll start to do is we're going to layer on top of these foundational exercises that we've built today. We'll start to move through with a little bit more speed, up in the challenge each week, up in the time, up in the reps, and we'll also introduce additional exercises as we move through the next 6 weeks to build that repertoire and build the intensity. Thank you for joining me for today, though. Look forward to seeing you next time.